Hi, my name is Stephen, and today we're going to be talking about the Desert Fathers. Here in America, we all practice Christianity in relatively the same way. It doesn't matter if you're a Catholic, Protestant, or Orthodox. We all go to church on Sunday. We all read the Bible. We all pray. We might even go to a midweek Bible study or go on a mission trip around the world or to the inner city. There are lots of different variations, and not all American Christians practice their faith this way, but most do. Yet, this was not always the way people practiced their faith. In fact, many Christians of the past followed Christ in very different ways. Over 1,600 years ago, persecution of Christians throughout the Roman Empire stopped, and Christians began enjoying religious liberties and even state support. Yet this did not bode well for many Christians. Many thought that this comfort and this way of life was opposed to the gospel of Jesus Christ and opposed to their own spiritual growth and relationship to God. These Christians withdrew from society and went off to live in the deserts. Some lived as hermits, completely segregated from society. Others lived in community with each other. Yet all of them developed a certain oral tradition where stories of great and wise desert monks were retold among each other and were instrumental in passing along the spirituality of the desert saints from spiritual father to spiritual son for centuries. Here are just a few of their stories and sayings, as told in the Wisdom of the Desert, compiled by the 20th century spiritual giant, Thomas Merton. Abbot Anastasius had written a book on very fine parchment, which was worth at least 18 pence, and had in it both the Old and New Testaments in full. Once a certain brother came to visit him, and seeing the book made off with it. So that day, when Abbot Anastasius went to read the book, and found that it was gone, he had realized that the brother had taken it. But he did not send after him to inquire about it, for fear that the brother might add perjury to theft. Well, the brother went down into the nearby city in order to sell the book, and the price he asked was 16 pence. The buyer said, "Give me the book that I may find out whether it is worth that much." With that, the buyer took the book to the holy Anastasius and asked, "Father, take a look at this book, please, and tell me whether you think I ought to buy it for 16 pence. Is it worth that much?" Abbot Anastasius said, "Yes, it is a fine book. It is worth that much." So the buyer went to the brother and said, "Here is your money." I showed the book to Abbot Anastasius, and he said it is a fine book, and it is worth at least 16 pence. But the brother asked, "Was that all he said? Did he make any other remarks?" "No," said the buyer. "He did not say another word." "Well," said the brother, "I have changed my mind, and I don't want to sell this book after all." Then he hastened to Abbot Anastasius and begged him with tears to take back his book. But the abbot would not accept it, saying, "Go in peace, brother. I make you a present of it." But the brother said, "If you do not take it back, I shall never have any peace." And the brother dwelt with Abbot Anastasius for the rest of his life. A brother asked one of the elders, saying, "There are two brothers, one of whom remains praying in his cell, fasting 6 days at a time and doing a great deal of penance. The other one takes care of the sick. Which one's work is more pleasing to God?" The elder replied, "If that brother who fasts 6 days at a time were to hang himself up by the nose, he could not equal the one who takes care of the sick." Once Abbot Macarius was on his way home to his cell from the marshes carrying reeds and he met the devil with a reaper's sickle in his path. The devil tried to get him with his sickle, and could not. And he said, I suffer great violence from you, because I cannot overcome you. For see, I do all the things that you do. You fast, and I eat nothing at all. You watch, and I never sleep. But there is one thing alone in which you overcome me. Apomarcharius said to him, What is that? Your humility, the devil replied, for because of it I cannot overcome you. These spiritual men and women of the desert did things very differently than we do things today. They follow Christ in a way that is foreign to us, yet in a way that can challenge us, not just to be different, but to be better and stronger followers of Jesus Christ. My name is Stephen, and this has been the Desert Fathers. Please like, subscribe, and share.